Hello everyone, in this video we are just going to discuss about some of the important features of Arduino IDE which we are going to use for programming the Node MCU ESP8266 processor. Let's get started. So in the previous lecture, we just saw how we can download and install this Arduino IDE, and then we installed the board manager required for running the program over Node MCU. And we successfully installed the Node MCU board to this Arduino IDE, and we selected the Node MCU 1.0. And now let's see some of the features of this Arduino IDE. So the programming part is divided into two sections. First section is the void setup and the second section is the void loop. So as the name say, this is the configuration part of the program which will be executing one-time executable parts in the program. So this function is useful for writing all the configuration lines in the program. For example, for configuring a pin as input or output, such kinds of lines can be written inside this void setup. That is, they are the lines which needs to be executed only once in the lifetime of the program. And this void loop is the function which is useful for writing the programming lines which needs to be executed again and again until the microcontroller is stopped. That is, this is an infinite loop which is useful for writing the logic of your program, which needs to happen again and again until the microcontroller is stopped. Another important feature of this Arduino IDE is this serial monitor available over here in the top right corner. Just click on this serial monitor. Before opening it, just connect your Node MCU board to the USB port of the PC and then select the board as Node MCU ESP12E and then select the appropriate port to which the Node MCU is connected. After doing that, just click on the serial monitor icon and you can see this is the serial monitor which is connected by default to the UART line of the Node MCU processor. So from the previous lecture of Node MCU hardware explained, I explained to you that this is the UART line of the Node MCU, that is the serial communication line of the Node MCU, and this one is the CP2102 driver which is useful for loading the program to the Wi-Fi chip available over here. So this CP2102 is connected to the USB port of the PC, and other end of this CP2102 is connected to the UART of this Wi-Fi chip. So the UART of the Wi-Fi chip is only useful for loading the program, and the same UART serial communication lines are separately taken and given right here as RX and TX. So by default, the UART serial communication lines RX and TX is connected to this USB driver CP2102, and you can use this UART of this Node MCU for transferring and receiving the data from this serial monitor available in the Arduino IDE. Because this is a serial monitor which operates in serial communication, and when I connect the Node MCU to the PC through USB cable, this UART line available by default in this Node MCU will be connected to this serial monitor, and we can transfer the data from our Node MCU to the serial monitor, and we can fetch the data from the serial monitor to our Node MCU using serial UART communication. UART means Universal Asynchronous Receiver Transmitter Protocol. So this is a kind of protocol which we will be using for communicating several devices to many microcontrollers, and we will be using the same protocol for communicating from our Node MCU to this serial monitor. So let me just explain you how you can use this UART. So I said that this is the function which is useful for writing the configuration part, or this is the function which will be running once in the beginning of the program. So I will be writing serial dot begin of 115 200. So for initializing this serial monitor, you just want to write this line. So this serial is an object of the class serial communication, and this begin is a method which is useful for beginning or starting the serial communication in our node MCU. So I am starting the serial communication with a baud rate of 1,15,200. So that serial communication always happens at a certain baud rate. That is, the node MCU must be transferring the data from a particular baud rate, and the receiving serial monitor must be also run at the same baud rate for receiving the data. So the standard baud rates are available over here. You can see 300, 1200, 2400, 4800, 9600, and it goes on like this. I am just selecting the 1,15,200 as the baud rate for communication between node MCU and the serial monitor available over here. So as I said, this is the configuration part, that we are initializing the serial monitor available in our node MCU. So I just want this line to be executed only once in the beginning of the program. So that is why I am writing this line in the void setup, and regarding the programming logic, I will be writing that into the void loop. And before that, let's try to print a character on the serial monitor, so that I would be clearly explaining you how this void setup executes only on the beginning of the program. And once done, you can transmit the data from our node MCU to the serial monitor using the method called serial.print. So to this method, you can pass a string or a character. I am just passing a character A, and let me just upload this program to this node MCU, and let us see how the data is being transmitted from our node MCU to the serial monitor. And before this, I am just going to give a delay of 1000. So this is the default delay function available in this Arduino IDE, and it is a millisecond delay function. So I am just giving 1000 here. Let me just give it as 4000. So 4000 means 4 seconds delay. I'm just starting the serial communication at a baud rate of 1,15,200, and after that I'm just waiting here for 4 seconds, and after 4 seconds I'm just printing the data A to the UART line of the node MCU. And once these lines completes the execution, the program execution enters into this void loop, and it will never come out of this loop until the microcontroller is stopped. So this is the sequence of program. Initially these lines will be executed, that is the void setup will be executed, and after execution of all the lines available in the void setup, the program execution enters into this void loop, which is the infinite loop of the program, where the logic of the program is written, and it will never come out of the loop until any reset or the microcontroller is stopped. So I am just going to upload the program to the node MCU. I have connected the node MCU to the USB port of the PC, and I have selected the COM, and I have selected the board as node MCU 1.0. Just click on this icon over here for uploading the program. Usually this takes a little bit of time because the node MCU is a little slower device. Uploading is done. I'm opening the serial monitor, and you can see the character A has been printed once on the serial monitor. That is nothing but the node MCU controller has transmitted character A through its serial UART port to the serial monitor available over here. So since we have written this inside the void setup, it has transmitted the data only once to the serial monitor. And if you are writing this inside this void loop, this transmission happens for every 4 seconds until the microcontroller is stopped. Let us test that. I'm just pasting this inside the void loop. As I said, this is the configuration part which will be executed only once in the lifetime of the program, and this is the infinite loop. So this happens again and again. Whatever the lines that you are writing inside the void loop will be happening again and again until the microcontroller is stopped. That is, now you can see the programming logic. I have initialized the serial port of the node MCU with the baud rate of 1,15,200, and that I have written inside the void setup, because I need the initialization to be done only once in the program, that is the initial stage of the program, and after executing the initialization I will enter into this void loop, that is the program execution will enter into this void loop, and inside this I have written two statements. Suddenly after entering here, the program will wait here for 4 seconds, that is 4000 millisecond, and after 4 seconds it will print the data or transmit the character A through its UART port. And after completing this, since this is a void loop and this is the last line of the program, after executing this, again the control comes over here to the first line, that is the first line of the program, and here again it waits for 4 seconds, and again A will be transmitted from its UART port. And after executing, again the same process continues, and it will wait here for 4 seconds, again A is transmitted, again 4 seconds, A is transmitted, again wait for 4 seconds, A is transmitted, again wait for 4 seconds, A is transmitted, and this process continues, and the program will never stop until the microcontroller is stopped. So now I am just closing the serial monitor and I am uploading the sketch again. And now I am opening the serial monitor. And here you can see the character A is being printed for every 4 seconds. That is, the node MCU is transmitting character A through its UART port for every 4 seconds. Since we have written these two lines inside the void loop, these two lines are executed for every 4 seconds. That is, for every 4 seconds this character A is being printed. So there is another function called println, that is another method called println, which is useful for printing this data, and after printing that data, what this println does is that it will print the same data, and after printing that it will give a enter at the end, that is the carrier is written at the end. So the A is being printed on the same row, right, on the same line, and if I print this with the println, the A will be printed on the next lines. So let us test that. I'm just giving the delay as 1 second. I'm uploading the sketch. Now I'm opening the serial monitor. Now you can see the character A is being printed on the next lines with a time interval of 1 second for each character, because we have changed the time here as 1000, that is 1000 millisecond, that is 1 second. So our program is working fine. And now I hope you understood what is this Arduino IDE, what is a serial monitor in Arduino IDE, and what is this void setup available in this Arduino IDE, and what is this void loop available in this Arduino IDE. So this is the basic structure of program that we are going to write in this Arduino IDE. See you in the next lecture. Thanks for watching.